Liverpool's transfer plans may have just taken an unexpected twist, with fresh developments elsewhere potentially opening the door for a major opportunity. As the window edges closer to its conclusion, the situation surrounding Alexander Isak has sparked new headlines, ones that could play directly into the hands of the Reds. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool are considering loan moves for James McConnell, with a Champions League side interested, among others. While the summer may have been a frustrating one for McConnell, who is only now returning to full fitness following injury, he is still attracting interest from a range of clubs. Liverpool are considering a loan for him, according to The Athletic's James Pearce, with Oxford United, Hull and Sturm Graz being added to the list of interested parties. That also includes Ipswich, Derby, West Brom, and clubs in Germany. Sturm Graz are described as suitors in the report, and the Austrian champions could qualify for the Champions League phase this season. However, to reach that stage, they must first beat Bodo Glimt, who reached last season's Europa League semi-finals over 2 legs. Liverpool have a relationship with Sturm Graz already, having sent Vítězslav Jaros there for a successful second half of the 2023-24 season. The goalkeeper won the double in his time and developed into a keeper who didn't look out of place upon making his Premier League debut from the bench at Selhurst Park last year. Though some clubs are reportedly interested in a permanent move for McConnell, Arne Slot likes the midfielder, and it is expected a loan will ensue. In January, a temporary move wasn't sanctioned for the 20-year-old, as after Liverpool's defeat to PSV, Slot said, "There's definitely one of them that will not go on loan, and I think you know which one I mean, James McConnell. I wouldn't say definitely, but I liked him a lot today. So maybe now the end result today is that it would be good for him to go somewhere and play." He was also one of our players who hadn't played in the last 6 or 7 months 90 minutes because he was injured for a while, and he impressed me a lot today. Now, in a massive Isak fallout, Alexander Isak issued a statement on his future on Tuesday evening, and Newcastle made a swift response, insisting no promises were made to the striker. During the PFA Footballer of the Year awards, Isak released a statement on social media accusing Newcastle of broken promises, and thus their relationship can't continue. The Swede said that change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself, in response to the loss of trust, with Liverpool known to be his destination of choice. Newcastle have since responded with a statement of their own, explaining that the 25-year-old remains under contract, and no commitment has ever been made to sanction his exit. Newcastle's full statement is as follows. "We are disappointed to have been alerted to a social media post by Alexander Isak this evening. We are clear in response that Alex remains under contract, and that no commitment has ever been made by a club official that Alex can leave Newcastle United this summer. We want to keep our best players, but we also understand players have their own wishes and we listen to their views. As explained to Alex and his representatives, we must always take into consideration the best interests of Newcastle United, the team and our supporters in all decisions, and we have been clear that the conditions of a sale this summer have not transpired. We do not foresee those conditions being met. This is a proud football club with proud traditions, and we strive to retain our family feel. Alex remains part of our family and will be welcome back when he is ready to rejoin his teammates." The key part of the statement for those of a Liverpool persuasion will be that Newcastle did not categorically rule out a sale, simply saying, "We do not foresee those conditions being met." It somewhat leaves the door ajar to those conditions being met, which is finding a replacement and securing a transfer fee close to their £150 million valuation. Liverpool have been expected to return with an improved offer before the transfer window closes on September 1st, but it relies on Newcastle successfully signing a new forward. Isak was named in the PFA Team of the Year, alongside 5 other current Liverpool players, Virgil van Dijk, Milos Kerkez, Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch and Mo Salah. He missed the event on Tuesday evening and released the following statement on his social media. I'm proud to be recognised by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League Team of the Season for 2024/25. First and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle United who have supported me along the way. I'm not at the ceremony tonight. With everything going on, it didn't feel right to be there. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself. In other news, Liverpool and Crystal Palace are still at odds over a £10 million difference in valuation for Marc Guéhi, according to a new report, as Spurs also make an approach. It has long been known that Liverpool would like to sign Guéhi, but the sum offered so far, £35 million, is below what Crystal Palace deemed to be acceptable. Instead, Guéhi's current club want £45 million for a sale, reported The Independent's Miguel Delaney, who added that Palace are considering Rennes defender Jeremy Jacquet as a replacement. Meanwhile, Spurs reporter Paul O'Keefe said that Guéhi is still intent on a move to Merseyside. On the Last Word on Spurs podcast, he remarked, "The word from within Palace, my Palace contact, is saying that it's Liverpool or bust. But he did say that Spurs' offer to him on personal terms was very, very, very good. But I think it might be a case with Marc that if he doesn't get his Liverpool move, then he'll stay this season and see it out, then go on a free." Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish's words after the Community Shield indicate that the latter isn't an option, however. "Yes, I mean, we'd have to, of course," said Parish, who is also co-owner, when asked if he would seriously entertain tempting bids for his skipper. "For players of that calibre to leave on a free, it's a problem. No doubt about it, unfortunately. We had one bid last summer, but Joachim went to Fulham, and we couldn't afford to lose both of them. We then had another bid in January, but that was a difficult situation as well, and the player had a point of view on that one. So we just have to see what happens, but it needs a new contract or a conclusion of some kind." With Guéhi still playing for the Eagles while speculation continues, it was notable that he ignored manager Oliver Glasner following Sunday's 0-0 draw against Chelsea. After the final whistle, the Palace captain went to applaud the away end, and as he was making his way back to the tunnel, Glasner called Guéhi over but was given the cold shoulder. The Palace manager stood and watched the 25-year-old walk away for a few moments before appearing to discuss the snub with Jean-Philippe Mateta. It is clear that Palace would like a solution to the saga this summer, and, at the moment, Liverpool remain Guéhi's most likely destination. However, as we have come to learn, the Reds won't be held to ransom over the price they are willing to pay.